Hi there, I'm over in Delta County again at the rustic campground where I had my tree pushed down last year. Original way I got a hold of this place was some people got a hold of the BFRO, which I'm a member of, several years ago, and there had been some sightings at this campground during the summer. And just a lot of activity, strange activity, and some people claim they've seen one. I think it was a couple sightings and just a lot of weird stuff happening. So that's why I originally got turned on to this place. Kind of left it alone for a few years. Then last year, I had come over here. I hadn't been over here in a few years, so I swung by here, walked around the place, and as I got down towards the river, a tree was pushed down, like a large tree, as I was leaving. So I mean, that's just intimidation effect trying to get me out of here. So obviously that didn't work, but that was last March. Last winter was a very mild winter. So by March, bare ground, dry leaf litter, very dry out, early spring, nice spring. So I've been trying to come back here. We're into April now. This is April 12th. So I'm trying to figure out a pattern as far as their activity around here. Is it the seasons? Is it the time of the year? What is it? I'm right at dusk now. It's 8:15, so we'll be getting dark shortly. I brought thermal and all that stuff, so see what happens. There are actually two people camping here in the campground right now. A guy in a pickup with a rooftop tent and just another tent set up with no vehicle. Kind of surprised me this early. The rooftop tent is going to be one of this year's purchases for me. Very quiet out here. Very quiet. Alright, I am at the location. And I hit the spot going back the other direction towards the truck. This is where I stood at when the tree was pushed down from that direction. Very large tree. Something along that line there. You could hear it going crack, 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 and then boom as it hit the ground. So it was 0 wind that day, dead still. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out a pattern for this area. Talking to a guy at work who doesn't live too far from here. There's a large plot of land, private land, bumps up to this river. Same river as I'm heading to right now. I can hear it flowing right now. He's talking to one of the owners, and owner said a lot of really strange activity on that land. He said he kept kind of hinting towards Bigfoot, but would never say it. So I'm going to try to get in touch with that guy to see what he has to say. That just furthers my belief that they are definitely using this area. Finally procrastinated enough, did my taxes the other day, and talking to the tax lady, I'm going to start it. I actually filed today on a state of Michigan site for an LLC because I'm going to be retiring here shortly after 29 years, and I'm going to do this full time. So technically this will be a business. Not sure. I don't plan on making money at it, but I need some tax write-offs. The good old government took out about $35,000 in taxes on me last year, so gotta love that. I just need to figure out a way to slow that rate down. So it's going to be the Michigan Bigfoot Dogman Research Center as far as the business name. When I go to conferences, come to here do this stuff. I also filed an LLC for a photography business, so I enjoy photography, so I can actually make a few dollars in photography while enjoying my passions. Why not? So I get out to these beautiful locations. I document a lot of it, so why not turn that into a side photography business? I live in one of the most beautiful spots around. And there's the river. Daylight is waning. Once again, I forgot my ice cleats. I don't know if I'm going to leave this in the video or not. I may. Just as see what happens. I was crossing that first footbridge boardwalk. I durfed it, hit some ice, and boom, down I went. Nothing hurt but my pride. Love moving water, love rivers, but when I'm doing this, I hate being beside them because it masks all the noise. Sound is something I'm kind of relying on right now. I'm curious if two people up there camping, two groups of people, if that's going to stir up any activity out of curiosity from these beings. I'm going to take a quick minute, pull out my lighting, thermal, and get that stuff ready to go. I can use a thermal right now. Alright, I got the old thermal out, a headlamp, flashlight. Let's try not to fall and bust my ass again. Well, 8:30 right now. I think it'd already be dark by now. It will be shortly. This year I plan on updating my thermal and getting a PVS 14 white phosphor night vision. That will not give me an advantage, but definitely help me. This is a good thermal. It was top of the line when it was out, but Sig Sauer just come out with a new one. Could be used as a weapons light or weapons mount in front of a scope or red dot, and it can also has a lifetime warranty. It's the only thermal on the market with a lifetime warranty, and it's reasonably priced. When I say reasonably, about $3,800. So. And you can record with it. That's obviously a must. And I originally bought this thermal. That's one of the few that could record. Now there's several that do. Boy, this is treacherous. Solid ice. Good thing I have good balance. It's amazing how you can kind of have a blasé day. Come out here in the woods. Seems like all the negativity just kind of disappears. Truly is therapeutic. A little looky-loo with the old thermal. Yeah, the river's down that way. Kind of come up into the timber a little bit so I can get a little quieter. I really rely on my hearing at this point. So here very shortly it's going to be pitch black out here. They're forecasting rain tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow night, I believe. Monday. Possibly later in the week, so that should help get rid of the rest of this ice and snow. I'm hoping. Kind of just traversing up here because the path right there. It's just a solid block of ice. You break a leg out here, you're kind of screwed. That's an interesting one. Definite twist to it. The way it's laying, it's just kind of odd that it didn't catch on that tree there and hang up. Huh. Interesting. There's the bridge over there. Trail here, you cross the river, goes up that way, all the way out onto the paved road that way, about a mile. Then you walk the paved road back to the campground over there. Kind of a loop. This is really slippery shit here. I made a point earlier to say, remember my ice cleats. I took the Tundra instead of the Titan, and the cleats are in the Titan, so I guess I better buy a set and leave them in the Tundra. It's funny, on camera it looks a lot lighter out than it really is. Waterfall there. Another look on thermal here. Oh, this is treacherous. Just a sheet of ice. Apparently they don't have a lot of confidence in their craftsmanship. I don't think I do either. I hear cracking underneath me. This campground's really been let go. Kind of dilapidated. Been let go for the last several years. Don't seem to do any renovations or maintenance on it for the last several years. They definitely need a new bridge. As you can tell. Thick, thick forest here. I just heard a stick snap over in that direction. It's amazing looking through the lens of the camera. I can see fairly decent, but without that, can't hardly see anything in there. It's dark. Alright. Try to get up onto the ridge, away from the river a little bit so I can hear. Got nothing on thermal yet. Shoot back over across the river. Well, that's weird. My thermal just glitched out, kind of. That's odd. Interesting. Alright, I got up a hill a little bit so I could hear. Huh. Dead quiet out. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but that's what I mean about the moving water. It masks so much sound. Things could be sneaking up on you and you'd never even know it. Got nothing behind me on thermal. Nightfall has set in, so right in front of me is the area where that tree was pushed down a year ago. I've been sitting out here for a little while. Got up and away from the river so I can hear. My thermal's still glitching out, so I don't know what's going on. Probably should send it back to FLIR. Hard to say. That is the problem with electronics. Eventually they fail. That's one of the reasons I'm looking at that SIG thermal with a lifetime warranty. But we'll see. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit and just listen. Well, I spent a while over here not hearing anything. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out a pattern here. They definitely use this area, but when? Well, I'm back at the truck. No activity tonight, so we will try again. Perseverance. That's what it takes.